Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for the public hearing for the Wallkill Living Center, also known as Wallkill Preservation Limited Partnership. It's an Orange County IDA project. The public hearing, it will begin now at 2:31 p.m. Again, thanks for joining us. I am Bill Fioravanti, CEO of the Orange County IDA. With me today is Kelly Riley, our project manager. We have Ms. Frances Roth, our stenographer. Mr. Jose Rojas from Acquisitions Marketing, which is doing our audio video production here today, and we have one guest in the audience, and we'll get to him. Again, our public hearing for the Wallkill Preservation Limited Partnership project here in the town of Wallkill has just begun. I'm going to read the notice of public hearing in a moment. We'll explain the scope of the project for which incentives are being sought, and we'll also introduce the applicant who has joined us via Zoom today. Before that, for anyone that is here in person, I'd like to ask that we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I will introduce our applicants. Again, joining us via Zoom, Mr. Alex Wood and Wes McLean. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us today. If there are any questions that we have, appreciate you being on hand for that. Now I'm going to read our notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given that a public hearing pursuant to Section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986, as amended, known as the Code, and Section 859A of the New York General Municipal Law, will be held by the Orange County Industrial Development Agency, known as the Agency, on November 29th, 2023 at 2:30 p.m. local time at the Town Board Meeting Room at the Wallkill Town Hall, 99 Tower Drive, Building A, Middletown, New York, 10941, in connection with the following matter. Wallkill Preservation Limited Partnership, a New York limited partnership known as the company, has submitted an application, to the agency requesting the agency's assistance with a certain project, known as the project, consisting of A1, the acquisition of approximately 14 acres of real property located at 455 Shutt Road Extension, Town of Wallkill, New York, tax map number 50-2-49.22, known as the land, improved by A, one 6-story, approximately 108,900 square foot residential rental building, known as the building, containing 136 affordable residential rental units, amenities, and common areas for exclusive use of tenants, and B, site improvements including 220 surface parking spaces for exclusive use of tenants, 2, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and equipping of the building and site improvements, including, without limitation, upgrade of units with new bathroom and kitchen cabinets, countertops, fixtures, flooring, and appliances, painting and HVAC, smoke detector, and lighting replacement, repair and repainting of building exterior and installation of new roof and lighting, and upgrades to interior and exterior amenities and common areas with the building, collectively known as the facility. 3, the acquisition and installation in and on the facility of furniture, fixtures, and equipment, known as the equipment, and collectively with the land in the facility, the project facility, to be used by the company as a, quote, qualified residential rental project, unquote, under Section 142A of the Code. B, the granting of certain financial assistance, known as the financial assistance, in the form of 1, the issuance of a tax-exempt revenue bonds, known as the bonds, and incidental taxable revenue bonds in an aggregate principal amount not expected to exceed $20 million to finance all or a portion of the costs of the project facility, including funding capitalized interest for the project, financing certain costs of issuance, and funding a debt service reserve fund, if any, associated with the project. And 2, the grant of exemptions from state and local sales and use tax and mortgage recording tax with respect to the project. C, the appointment of the company as an agent of the agency in connection with the acquisition, rehabilitation, reconstruction, equipping, and completion of the project facility. And D, the acquisition of the agency of an interest in the land and facility by the agency pursuant to a lease agreement, and the acquisition of an interest in the equipment pursuant to a bill of sale from the company, and the sale by the agency of its interest in the project facility to the company pursuant to an installment sale agreement known as the agreement. The company will be the initial owner and operator of the project facility. The agency will, at the above stated time, now, hear all persons with views with respect to the proposed financial assistance to the company, the proposed owner/operator, the location of the project facility, and the nature of the project. If the issuance of the bonds is approved by the agency, the interest on the bonds will not be excludable from gross income for federal income tax purposes unless A, pursuant to Section 147F of the Code and the regulations of the United States Treasury Department, the issuance of the bonds is approved by the County Executive of the County of Orange, New York, after the agency has held a public hearing on the nature and location of the project facility and the issuance of the bonds. The bonds will be a special obligation of the agency, payable solely out of certain of the proceeds of the agreement received by the agency. The bonds shall not be a debt of the state of New York or the County of Orange, New York, and neither the state of New York nor the County of Orange, New York, shall be liable thereon. A copy of the application filed by the company with the agency with respect to the project, including an analysis of the costs and benefits of the project, are available for public inspection during the business hours at the office of the agency located at 4 Crotty Lane, number 100, New Windsor, New York, 12553, or on its website at https://www.ocnyida.com. This notice is dated November 2nd, 2023, which was given in the required amount of time before the public hearing actually takes place today. So thank you for your patience. I would probably run through that a lot more quickly if the stenographer didn't have to keep up with me, but thank you for that.